Hello scrappers, gold lovers. Mike here, welcome back to my channel. And this is a special Christmas unboxing mail call type video because it's just before Christmas when I'm filming this. This is going to come out on Christmas Day, but it's just before Christmas and I heard a hearty ho 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 outside, and when I looked out the door there was a great big package on my doorstep, and it's from my buddy Jim in Scottsdale, Arizona again. And he sends me the best stuff. He's always sending me these goodie boxes. Jim, you're the greatest. You really are. Anything I can do for you, buddy, you just, let me know. Give me the word. So, anyway, found this box out on the front porch. Now, Jim did email me and let me know that there was something coming, but he was kind of cryptic about what was going to be in here. But he did give me a few hints. So I've been in this box already. I've unpacked it. There was some nice gift wrapped stuff in here. It's not gift wrapped anymore. I just couldn't wait to see, so I tore through it last night to see what was in it. But we're going to do an unboxing video. So it'll be the first time you get a chance to look and see what's inside. Jim sent me some really good stuff, as he always does. So let's open it up. First off, there's a bunch of 7-segment displays here. I think I mentioned in a video a year or so ago that I needed some 7-segment displays for a project I was thinking about doing. Jim must have been listening, because there's a whole bunch of 7-segment displays here. There's single, there's multiples, big ones, small ones. Nice, thank you, Jim. As per usual, Jim has sent me more connectors, which is good because I think I'm going to do another video on processing the connectors through the Mighty Mill. The Mighty Mill's not really designed for that, but it's kind of R&D for what could be done with a flail mill. And when that video, and I'll put a link to that video in the upper right if you haven't seen it, where I process some e-waste connectors through my Mighty Mill. The guy who builds and sells the Mighty Mill has seen my videos, and he contacted me and said, thank you very much for emphasizing that the Mighty Mill was not designed to do that. But he did say that he's coming out with a larger version of it in the future that might be, more capable of processing e-waste. So hey, watch for that. That could be a great thing, okay? It might be more optimized for processing e-waste as well as crushing gold ore. So anyway, yeah, so thank you, Jim. These will come in handy when I do another Mighty Mill connector video, because I want to try some different types of connectors than I did before. We know it'll process these VGA connectors and some of the other types of connectors I ran through it, the USB, the HDMI, and some of the others, but it kind of choked on some of them. So, but we got a lot of other stuff here we can try and see how it works, okay? See what we got here. Fiber optic connectors with gold-plated legs. Yeah. There's not only gold-plated legs on them. I see gold on the PC boards too. Yeah, this stuff would be good candidates to run through my next batch of Eco Goldex. I will set them aside for that, because I'm accumulating stuff for another run of Eco Goldex. Unfortunately, it's winter time right now. I like to do that in the summertime when it's hot. I like to run Eco Goldex in 5-gallon buckets, big batches generally. I may do some small batches from time to time. But, in the summertime, I can just put the buckets out in the sun and they get up to temperature in no time. But in the wintertime, I'd have to use immersion heaters or something to warm them up. So, yeah, this is cool. Thank you, Jim. This'll be featured in my next Eco Goldex video, I think. What is in here? Open carefully, it says. Well, Jim has sent me a whole bunch of glass stir rods. Thank you, Jim. I have broken a few lately, and these are longer than the ones I normally use. That's great, because, when I'm using my big 3-liter beakers, especially if they're pretty full, the stir rods I have aren't long enough. This is great. I can stir the stuff in the big 3-liter beakers without getting my fingers in it. I wear gloves, but still, that's not a good idea. Thank you, Jim. Excellent. He has sent me some IC chips with pretty darn good gold in them. Let me see, we'll get a good focus on that. Maybe zoom in a bit. Yeah, he's broken a couple of them open here, and you can see the gold inside. And then he sent me a couple that aren't broken. So very nice, Jim. Thank you. In fact, let me look. Are those bond wires gold too? Bond wires look to be aluminum, but there's certainly a lot of gold brazing in there. So thanks a bunch, Jim. Cool. Another video I did with the Mighty Mill, I ran ceramic IC chips through it and recovered gold from them. So yeah, this can happen to the next run of ceramic IC chips. I'll put another link in the upper right. You can check out that video if you haven't seen it, where I run ceramic IC chips through the Mighty Mill. So I'll add these to my collection. Hey, speaking of gold, in a previous video, unboxing video, which I guess I'll put a link to in the upper right too, Jim sent me a big chunk of gold ore, big heavy chunk of gold ore he got from a rock shop. Supposedly gold ore. Well, I processed it and turned out there was no gold in it. It was just pyrite, fool's gold, and magnetite. Basically that's all. It was better iron ore than it was gold ore. So Jim has sent me a couple more pieces, but this is the real deal here. This is good specimen grade gold ore. This is real gold here. This is not fool's gold. I've checked this out. Let's see if we can get a good focus on it. I don't know. Wait a little bit. Yeah, this is good specimen grade gold in the rock right here. There's one piece right there. Very nice. And that is real gold. That is not fool's gold, okay? And then here's another piece he sent me. Yeah. Nice gold in the rock, specimen grade. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put these in a little display case, and we're going to put them on display in our living room with all of the other stuff we have on display in the living room. I swear it's like I live in a museum. We have fossils, we have minerals, we have all kinds of stuff. It's like the Addams Family. They live in a museum. So yeah. So these are going on display. I'm not going to try and recover the gold out of these. They are more valuable and more beautiful as specimens. So that's what they're going to stay. Yeah. Thank you very much, Jim, for that. You did not get skunked on these. You did not get ripped off like with that other hunk of stuff you sent me that you got sold at the rock shop. You did not buy a pig in a poke this time. This is the real deal. This is real gold, real specimen grade gold in rocks. So thank you very much. Oh, look what he sent me. Another bottle of Stump Out by Boneed, which is sodium metabisulfite, which is what you need to precipitate gold out of solution. Well, one of the things that will precipitate gold out of solution. So, comes in handy. Thank you very much, Jim. Thank you. And he sent me some cool books. Yeah, Extractive Metallurgy of Copper. This is a very technical book. A lot of technical stuff in it. I've kind of been perusing it a little bit. He marked a chapter in here, thinking I might be interested in it. Direct electrowinning of copper from dilute leach solutions. So, yeah, this is kind of interesting. I'm thinking this might be an alternative way to treat the liquid from my stock pot, rather than putting it in a waste bucket with a lot of iron. Maybe I could just directly electrowin the copper out of that solution and get it a lot cleaner than the cement copper I get in my waste bucket. That's something to look into in the future. That may be a future project. That might be something worth trying. So I'll think about that. But there's a lot of other neat stuff in here. This is all about copper recovery and refining. You know, it's an interesting read. Very interesting read. Thank you very much, Jim. Volume 2. I wonder what Volume 1 was. Huh. Gem Trails of Arizona. He knows I'm into rock hounding. He knows I have property in Arizona and spend a lot of time out there. So this will help me with my Arizona rock hounding. Give me some ideas about where to go and where to collect stuff. Another rock hounding Arizona book. Thanks much, Jim. I'll be doing some research before I go out there in the spring, so I'll know right where to go. Another Arizona rock hounding guide. We're both rock guys. Jim's a big rock guy. Now this is like, let's see here. Rock hounding Arizona. Let's see, Gem Trails of Arizona. So we got two different Gem Trails of Arizona. This is a much older book. And I was looking through this, and it's got some interesting stuff in it. I found a place not too far from my Arizona cabin in the woods that I need to go check out in this book. So I'll be doing that when I get out to Arizona, you know, in the springtime. I will be checking out some of these sites. The older books, I like the older books. I recently bought some older maps and guidebooks on Wyoming because we have a place in Wyoming out there. And some of the older books have stuff in it that you don't see in the newer books. And yeah, so that's going to be very handy. Thank you very much, Jim, for all this stuff. This if I zoom out, holy cow, my whole bench here is covered with stuff that came out of this box, and it's all good stuff. Wow, thanks a lot, Jim. I really appreciate it. Like I said, if there's anything I can do for you, just say the word. I'll be there. And I'm hoping we can actually get together the next time I'm out in Arizona. I will be heading down towards central and southern Arizona a couple of times while I'm out there to visit some old mines. So maybe we can get together while I'm out there. That would be great. I hope you found this Christmas-themed edition of Unboxing Great Stuff from Jim interesting. If so, give the video a like, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to see all my future videos. Some of this stuff's going to feature prominently in future videos, let me tell you. Yeah. So subscribe to see those future videos. Check out my second channel, ElectroGeek64. There's good stuff going on there. Electronics and retro computing, if you're all into that, check it out. And thanks very much for watching this video. Merry Christmas. I will see you in the next video. Bye.